Operation Cinder was the name of the Emperor's contingency plan in the event of his death. A question I've addressed before in a Q&A, but that I still see pop up all the time is, what would Darth Vader's role have been in the contingency had he outlived the Emperor, and of course not returned to the light side? I think the short answer to that question is that Vader would have been a target of Operation Cinder. According to Aftermath Empire's End, the whole point of the contingency is that the Emperor wanted to punish the Empire for allowing him to perish. He believed that his subjects didn't deserve to live on without him. In the Battlefront 2 story, we see that one of the earliest targets for Cinder was the loyal Imperial planet of Vardos. Despite their unwavering support for over 2 decades, Palpatine targeted them for destruction. Since we know that was the Emperor's logic, I have to imagine it would apply to his apprentice as well. What's more is that the very nature of the Sith means that Vader is the Emperor's #1 threat. They haven't exactly gone into the rule of 2 in canon, but I think the same rules from Legends likely still apply. A Sith master trains an apprentice until eventually the apprentice becomes more powerful than their teacher, at which point they would kill the master and take on their own student to repeat the cycle. That's how the Sith existed in secret for the 1,000 years leading up to the Phantom Menace. But Palpatine was kind of a special case. He was obviously very spiteful, and I don't think he ever imagined a universe, empire, or even Sith Order that existed without him. So I think there was probably this whole extra section to Operation Cinder involving the destruction of Darth Vader that we just didn't get to see since he was already dead. Actually carrying it out would be the big challenge. We've seen Vader lay waste to not just hallways full of people, but entire armies. So how would the remaining Empire take him out? Kieran Gillen's Darth Vader comic series shows a kill switch that straight up turns off his life support. Vader is able to overcome it with the Force, but maybe that was originally part of the plan. A simple press of a button and boom, he's down for the count, or at least weakened. But I'm thinking too small. I reached out to some of the writers who actually dealt with Operation Cinder in their stories to get their opinion, and they pointed out that Palpatine probably wouldn't simply want to kill Vader. That's not his style. He's a puppet master. He'd probably treat Vader like the tool that he is for a while to help destroy the Empire. Keep him angry and strong, but eventually just prove to Vader that even from beyond the grave, he's still under his master's control. I don't know exactly what that would look like, but I love the idea of Vader running around the galaxy thinking he's doing what he wants now that he's finally free of Palpatine, only to realize that he was being manipulated yet again. That does feel right. In researching this video, I also came across a tweet from Lucasfilm employee Justin Bolger who suggests Operation Cinder would have been one final test for Vader. I think this is just his opinion and nothing official, but that also does make sense. Throughout both Darth Vader comic series and the book Lords of the Sith, Palpatine is constantly testing his apprentice, throwing obstacles in his way to see how he will overcome them. This still lines up with the idea that Sidious could manipulate Vader even after death. If Vader were able to survive the machinations of Gallius Rax and take control of what was left of the Empire, maybe then Palpatine would see him as a worthy successor. I tend to lean towards the Emperor being spiteful and not wanting the Empire to survive at all without him, but I think this is an interesting interpretation. And since we'll probably never know the full extent of the contingency, all opinions are valid at this point. So how do you think the Emperor would have used or targeted Darth Vader in Operation Cinder? Leave your ideas in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.